good pickup there, 26 yards.
53's the mic, 53, check 53.
From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 41. Going deep downfield for Roll. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Yo, baby. It's game, baby.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You got him. You got him.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's tired of us. Ready, go.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7
Here we
to
go.
7.
Set to 90.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Love. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Single.
Alert 3.
Shift.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this one complete to Smith. They'll get 11, but still a little short.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's easy work.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Series right here, so we got to step it up.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Ready. Mike 22,
From the
he's coming.
34
22's
now,
coming.
here's
Mike,
first
Mike.
and 10.
Better bring it.
General, West.
I'm letting you know. Better bring it.
Cook.
Check 37. Check 37.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go,
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Set up. Let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
We want this.
First down.
Ready.
On the carry, it's Cook. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Your trip is here.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike's 59.
Delta.
Mike's 59.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
You're out.
I'm coming. Watch the edge.
Ready. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 70 Indy.
Switch up.
Ready. Ready.
Operating from the gun.
Get in. Pick up the ball.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go, D.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8, and he's going to go down again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Come on,
if there's
baby.
contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Let's go. Stop here, Nick.
From the gun, Love. Lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 49, check 49.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Maher is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Get ready.
So
Get
some
ready.
holding over
Get
on
ready.
the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Watch the slant.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
Run.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination
50,
linebacker.
50 the mic, 50
we saw
the
the
mic.
linebacker make the stop.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively.
Hey, check.
6 DBs in the game.
Strong right. Strong right.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey,
Operating from the gun. Love.
Go, go, go.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Baby, all day.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a run with Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go, boys.
10
Let's go.
yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tight right, tight right.
4 down, 4 down.
Ready, go.
On first down, it's Cook, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
40. Like 20. Hey. Shell. Check 26. Shell. 26. Motion. I got one. What? Maverick.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Tight end's right.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
76. Tell him. 76. Let's go. 76. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A run with Gurley there on 1st down, going to get about 4 yards. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Louis. It's just me and you. Under 10. 10.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley.
Go. Run.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45. Whoa.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I got him.
CD, he is getting closer. He just went past 18,000 career rushing yards, just a few hundred away from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
And aren't you glad we don't have to go down and interview him after the game?
I don't want to talk to him.
Because we'd have to ask him about the record. He doesn't want to talk about it at this time, I'm sure. But the countdown will officially begin.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody knows he's knocking on the door. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Here's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Lucky. Value three. SOS.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this. Deuce.
Ric Flair.
Deuce.
Harbaugh.
Wide. Get wide.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check 11. Hey, Shell.
Dash. Go now. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Come to my world.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
Hey, Mike 50.
So we got man.
Now the first carry for Bush. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain.
Yeah,
2nd down.
Yeah.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Bring it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Hey, Mike 180. Cordell. Right here.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Maverick Wolf. Mike.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an Allen run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Hey, boys, we got four.
Super one. Super one.
Gone.
Hot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This is more where I came from.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Lift.
53 is the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, kill.
Switch.
Harbaugh. Hey, Alpha.
Kill.
Harbaugh.
Kill.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley. Only his second touchdown here for this opening weekend. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
They've
fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, this is Bush. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch 55. Watch the screen. Pass.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Here we go again.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go,
everybody. Run.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that
Hey,
play.
we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On second down now. It's Bush. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yo, I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Hey, check, Mike.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Tighten up. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Big stop, D. Let's go.
They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Last stop.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Goff. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the delay, it's Bush. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shell. Bandit. 5.
Boys, 58. 58's Mike. I'm going to run you over. Run you over.
To throw is Goff. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
45.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here goes tonight. Like 20.
45.
Merlin.
Just like that. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Value one.
Now it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Another carry now for Gurley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57's Mike. Mike 57. On the ball. 57's the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I'm coming after you.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
180.
45's the Mike.
Watch the slant. Switch it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
You don't want no
Credit him
problem
with a
with me.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
DC.
45's the Mike.
Tula.
I'm coming after you.
Go.
45. Mike, 45. Come on, baby.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Hold on. Check.
Creep.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Come on, baby.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check 31.
Value 1.
Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
We got Mike, number 50. Mike, 53.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the screen.
Hey, 5.
Watch the screen.
Watch that.
Slam.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
Hey, there
Los
he is.
Angeles.
Touchdown, baby. Keep it rolling.
Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Falcon first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check 43.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, then you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
180. Check 53's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I think a free play now for Goff. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Shift. Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
20.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On second and 12, Goff. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Tight into the right.
Maverick. Move.
4 down. Check.
Let's go. Motion.
6-6. Bullet high.
45. Mike, 45.
Watch the pass. Check.
They run. It's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Right there.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Mike, 45. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
218, chopper.
4 down. Alert.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Showing 8. Check 45.
Maverick wall.
Check 45's the mic.
Time to go. Night.
Joker.
Here's Gurley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Yeah,
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check Mike 50.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's coming. We got double up. 2-6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Watch the run. We're good. Check 99. Super 66. Watch the whip.
On the counter, Gurley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Recon, 132 fighter.
12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
That's what I'm talking about.
From 19 yards away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. We made one more play.
Check. Fresno.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, you got DC.
Alert 3.
Cornell.
Nickel.
Maverick Wall.
Check 24.
Turbo 7.
Again they run with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 51 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. He's got daylight. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Out.
Value 1.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Motion to backfield.
Now Gurley.
Run. Get it.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
That's where you belong.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing.
Throwing now. Goff. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, lift.
Check out.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Let's go.
And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Silver.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go, baby. Ready.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
3 down. 3 down. Mike, sit.
From the gun,
Check tight.
Love.
Check tight.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Bird on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
That's it, baby.
And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready. The mic. 50 out, 53.
Check.
On first down,
Go.
Dobbins.
Let's run. And run
Give
it.
him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Go,
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throw caught here by Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Check 53.
On third down, Dobbins. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Here we go.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, D.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Murray, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Set. 53. 53. Mike.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 53.
53's a must. 53. Check 53.
Murray now, third and goal.
Three buzz.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.